My name is Cheryl Spalding, and I am a member of the Caln Township Planning Commission. I think what people need to understand is that planning is the beginning of the process for development. So every development that comes into this township has to come before the Planning Commission. The purpose of the Planning Commission is really to begin the process for development and change in the township, and to basically dig out all the information and present it to the Board of Commissioners for their review.
My name is Mike Irwin, and I'm a member of the Caln Township Planning Commission. When I first joined this Planning Commission, I thought it was going to be a more official version of playing SimCity. It is not. We think about how development happens in the township or anywhere. You have your zoning and your rules about what can be developed where and how it can be developed and how much can be developed. And then there's always exceptions to those rules, or there's things that don't quite fit. So what we do is on the Planning Commission really is, we're not really telling people what to do. It's more, the ship's going a certain direction, we're kind of nudging it a little way and saying, well, if you're going to do that, could you also do this?
One of the reasons I joined the Planning Commission was that I felt it was a very good match for my background. I spent 25 years in commercial industrial real estate brokerage. On the other side of this table, so representing developers and owners. So I thought it was a good fit for me because I pretty much know what they're working on, how they work.
We had lived here for a few years, but we had just bought our house. And I said, well, okay, like if I'm actually going to set down roots here, this is something that's a natural thing for me to involve in. I'm going to raise my hand and go out and, be part of this and actually contribute. For me personally, I have a background in construction, design, architecture, that sort of thing. So it's sort of a natural fit. I speak that language to some degree. But I think really, that's not something that you need in order to be a member of the Planning Commission. The primary thing to be here is understanding the zoning, understanding the comprehensive plan and kind of like where we want to see the township go. And then when people come in to look for our comments and our input on a proposed development, it's keeping those two things in mind, and then how does this fit into that puzzle that is the broader Caln Township. If you've been a resident for a while, or if you've just recently moved here, I think one of the things that you see in our township is that we've gone from growing to mostly grown. There's not a lot of open land, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of room for hundreds and hundreds of houses here. So I feel like our Planning Commission is actually going to have a somewhat more influential role going forward, because the sites and the solutions for those sites are going to become a little more unique, right? We might have, hey, we're converting a site from commercial to residential, or we want to upzone and build up, or do something like that. Or again, how do we balance keeping the remaining open space we have with the need for people to have housing and places to shop and do that, or go back and kind of retrofit some of what we have. So I think, again, we're going to start to see more potentially challenging and interesting things coming forward as part of the Planning Commission. And again, if this is something you have an interest in, this is certainly a place to, again, make your voice heard, right? And come out and again, we're not telling people what to do, but we're giving advice, giving guidance, making recommendations that move along and help to shape the future of what we're going to look like here.
One thing I would encourage that is not happening is for residents to show up. It's fine to come to the board meetings, but if you want real input, start at the Planning Commission. Planning Commission meets on the third Tuesday of every month at 6:30 p.m.